Oh my God, I can hit a blade. Come on. Hi everyone, Luke here from Weekend Tour Pros. You're joining me today at City Golf in Chichester as I finish my roundup of the brand new golf clubs from Wilson for 2024 by putting two of their brand new irons head to head against each other, the Wilson Staff Blade and the Wilson Staff CB. This was a really fun video to film, so let's get stuck in. So before we start hitting shots, just a couple of caveats to give you. First of all, I am probably not the target golfer for these irons, both the CB and the Blade. Wilson are targeting these at anyone from professional golfers, elite amateurs, and low single-digit golfers. I'm an 11.4 handicapper, but they did send them to me as part of my 2024 sample pack, and I just thought they were such good-looking golf clubs. I was really interested in the write-up of them and thought we could just have a bit of fun by me giving them a hit and putting them side by side and seeing what sort of numbers we get. The second thing to call out is because of the loft of both of these golf clubs, I'm going to expect to see numbers much closer to an 8 iron in my own set, and therefore expect to see the distances being a little bit lower than some of the other 7 irons you've seen me test on the channel. The final thing to call out with the data sets that we show towards the end, because these maybe aren't as forgiving, it might take me a few more shots to get the data set. I am going to pick out just the best numbers from those data sets and show you that towards the end, just to give me a fair chance of representing these Wilson irons. Right, moment of truth, let's have some fun, let's hit some shots. There we go, Luke. If you just didn't pull it 20 yards to the right, that would have been a nice golf shot. 74 club head, 103 of ball, spinning at 5.269, good spin, really good spin, exactly what you'd expect to see out of this loft and this type of iron. Carried at 142, peak height 77 feet, land angle 44.7, like that's immense land angle, admittedly because of the loft. Right, let's see if I can do exactly that, but just deliver the face square as well, because that path was good. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Come on, let's square that face up. But that was some good numbers. 102 of ball speed, spinning at 5.2, carrying 140, launch angle 20.6, peak height 75. They do feel great. You do get a lot of feedback off them now. That might not be, again, I haven't hit a lot of clubs that are designed for this type of golfer, so that might be quite standard, but you definitely do get a lot of feedback off them. That's definitely something I can feel. Another one that felt really nice there. Again, 137 of carry, spin there just a little bit down, maybe because of the pull, but we still got some really good launch, peak heights and land angles, and because of that pull, some really good distance. That one felt incredible. Ball speed 100 on the dot, 136 of carry, 5.5 of spin, launch angle, peak height, land, all the same, all the same. Wow, big jump in ball speed there, I must have flushed that. I apologise guys, I've got a big touch of the pulls in here today. Path is absolutely awesome, I just can't keep that face under control. Spin again, 5,200, carry 142, peak height, launch, landing, they're just so the same. I'm fed up of saying it. There we go, there's another really good golf shot with this iron. Ball speed 100, spin again. I'm not just going to stop talking about the spin, the launch angle and the height now, land angle and height. They're just so consistent. It's just about my quality of strike and my delivery, what sort of numbers we get out of it. It feels great, by the way. It looks great. It feels great. I just wish I was a little bit better golfer to really do this iron a bit more justice with a bit more speed to show you what its potential is, but it's great. Oh, that might be the best one to finish. Please don't be too far down the right. It's not, I'll absolutely take that 6.5 yards right of target. Again, ball speed 100, spinning at 5.5, carrying 136, totaling 144. That launch angle, that peak height and that land angle are so consistent with this golf club. And so is that spin rate, it's so consistent. So first impressions of the CB, feels great, delivers some unbelievable consistent spins, launch, heights and land angles. It's all about now, can I hit the blade? So just while I'm changing over from one club to the other, let's tell you a little bit about how these two irons are similar and where they differ ever so slightly. Now, first of all, in terms of the looks and the constructions, the CB version of the iron is a little bit more forgiving. It's got a slightly thicker top line, a fraction more offset, and a little bit of a thicker sole to help with that turf interaction versus the Staff blade, which is an absolute sleek butter knife of a golf club, everything you'd expect to see. Otherwise, the looks of these golf clubs are very, very similar, and that's deliberate from Wilson because these two irons are supposed to be siblings to each other, brother and sister, interchangeable to allow you to make combo sets up rather than being members of the same wider family that look a little bit different and perform a little bit different. I really like the fact that the lofts are exactly the same throughout both of these sets. In terms of the technology, there are a couple of similarities there as well. With both of these irons, what Wilson have done is introduce what they're calling their fluid hosel technology, which has meant they've been able to take some weight out of the hosel and they've replaced that onto the toe of the club. Now, better players, as a general rule, miss it slightly towards the toe, and one of the things that sometimes happens with a blade or a more player's iron is they have a tendency to want to just the face close down ever so slightly, and what Wilson is saying is with that extra bit of toe weighting, it gives a little bit more forgiveness and helps to keep that face a little bit squarer for longer. That all sounds fantastic. The only other real difference between these two irons in their technology is the construction of the face. We've got some forged carbon steel in the bladed version versus we've got that more cavity back face in the CB version. Otherwise, very, very similar irons. Like I say, part of the same family, both absolutely stunning, come with very, very similar stock shaft options as well. So very, very comparable and perfect for those combo sets for the player out there. Right, we've now got the blade in our hands. First impressions, it is such a stunning looking iron. What I would say is you guys have got full permission to laugh at me over the next few minutes while I'm hitting these shots, because I'm going to just do my best to capture 5 or 6 that really show it and give us a fair comparison. But in my hands, this is such a sexy looking golf club. It is like the David Beckham or the Scarlett Johansson of golf clubs. It is absolutely stunning. Right, come on. Come on, Luke. Prove to your followers you can hit a blade. First shot. Oh my God, I can hit a blade. Come on. Come on. That felt awesome. Absolutely awesome. Now, the guys at Wilson have been kind enough to at least give me a KBS Torlight shaft in this one to give me a chance. But first one out of the gate, 100.9 of ball speed, spinning at 5549, carrying at 138, totaling at 146, launching at 21.3, peak height 78 feet, land angle 45.6. That might be my favourite golf shot I've hit this year because it was with a club that I wasn't expecting to be able to do it with. And I got the numbers that I was desperate to get for 1 or 2 shots for you, first time. Oh my God, that makes me feel so good. Come on. Right, can I do 2 in a row? Can he do 2 in a row? What have I got in my locker? Oh, he can. Oh, he can. Come on, this club feels awesome. Look at that. Again, I pulled it, what, 8 yards right of target, but 5.325 on the spin, carried at 137. That's 0.3 of a yard difference between the two shots. Spinning at totaling at 147. Launch, peak height, land angle, excellent. Oh, I tell you what, this golf club feels incredible. Incredible. And the feeling when you hit a good one out of it, well, you've seen my reaction. I'm buzzing, absolutely buzzing. Oh, I do. I think I've left the face open ever so slightly, so it might be a cut. Ever so slightly. 102 of ball speed, 5.678 on the spin, carrying at 139, totaling at 147. Look at those launch heights and land angles too. I didn't think I was going to end up playing the blade out of the two of these. Even Padraig Harrington, who's Wilson ambassador, Wilson through and through, and Kevin Kisner, they play the CB version of these irons for that little bit of extra forgiveness. I didn't expect to be liking this club. Oh my God, it's good. I just need to stick this shaft in the other head, I think. It's the shaft that's helping me because it's just a little bit lighter for me as well. It's the fastest one yet. Oh my days. What a golf shot. Come on. Come on, Wilson Staff blade. What a golf club. Wilson, you are quickly becoming my favourite golf club manufacturer because everything I've tested from you is so consistent Such a stunning set of golf clubs, and they perform unbelievable. And you've even got me thinking I can hit a blade, even if it's just once. Look at those numbers, 141 a carry, spinning at 5338, launching at 22, peak height 82, land angle 46, 102 of ball speed. Wow. Desperate to leave both path and face open there, so I have blocked it down the left-hand side, probably just overcompensating for the last couple. But again, look at that spin rate, 5.4, carrying at 137. These are just 8-iron numbers, but better, and they feel incredible. Oh, I've just hit a tiny bit of a cut there. Ball speed at 101 mile an hour, spinning at 5.8, carrying at 137. Like I say, I'm done. I don't need any more for the data set. I just want to hit one more because they just feel so good. That might be it. That might be it. Come on. Ah, these golf clubs are so much fun. 102 of ball speed, the fastest I think we've had, spinning at 5.4, carrying at 141, totaling at 148, launching at 23, peak height 87 feet, land angle 48. Right, so I'm done hitting shots with the Wilson Staff CB and Wilson Staff blade iron. Now, hopefully over the last 10 minutes or so, particularly with that bladed shot, you've seen the positive emotional response that I had to hitting that blade, particularly hitting it well, first shot and second shot out of the gate. It just felt like such an adrenaline buzz, and it just reminds me of why I play golf. These irons, both of them, feel absolutely incredible. Now, I must admit, I don't normally test a lot of irons designed for this target market, and it might be that all irons in this bracket feel that good, but these are without a doubt the best feeling irons, both of them, that I've ever tested. In terms of looks, they absolutely look stunning too, and the numbers that I've been able to get out of them, even as an 11 handicap golfer, especially when I hit it out the middle, are as good as any numbers I'd get out of my own 8-iron, which is an equivalent loft to this golf club. If anything, I think they're spinning and delivering a slightly stronger ball flight as well, so that's how good these numbers are. Now, what I'd like to do is just go home and just show you the data set side by side, because I think there'll be a lot of golfers that are looking at both of these irons and potentially even considering a combo set, and it'll be somewhere between the 6-iron and the 8-iron where you're going to change over from the CB to the blade, and potentially my 7-iron numbers might give you a little bit of a head start when you go into your custom fitting in the next couple of weeks as well. Right, let's take a deep dive into that data. Now, just as a reminder, usually with my videos, the data I show you is the averages from the best 90% of the shots that I hit with both golf clubs, only removing any really bad hits that might skew the data a little bit unfairly with either golf club. Now, with these two data sets, because they are blades and I want the data to be really useful to you as the viewer, I'm only showing you the best 60% of shots I hit, but I just wanted to be honest with that up front. Now, starting on the left hand side, you can see the Wilson Staff blade did deliver 0.4 mile an hour more ball speed from 1.3 mile an hour more club head speed. However, the smash factor was a fraction lower than with the Wilson Staff CB, and that possibly reflects that touch more forgiveness that you do get with the CB version of these irons. Now, as I touched on in the bay, the spin rates were really consistent with both golf clubs and did really impress me, but as you can see here, the Wilson Staff blade did spin on average about 200 revs more. Next up are those ball flights, and it's really great to see just how identical they were, with the launch angles, peak heights and land angles all matching perfectly. Again though, the slightly more forgiving Wilson Staff CB was a touch more consistent. Finally, with how consistent all of those other numbers have been, and Wilson's deliberate decision to match up the lofts to make it super easy for you to combo set these irons, it's also great to see that the carry distance was only 0.1 yards difference on average, but again, because of that slightly extra spin that we did get with the blade, we do see a fraction more stopping power with it, but nothing that would be noticeable out on the golf course. Interestingly, the dispersion circles, they are very similar front to back, left to right, but if I am being super picky, we could perhaps say the Wilson Staff blade is perhaps a little bit tighter overall. So I think what my data shows is that good hit versus good hit, these two irons are performing absolutely identical, exactly as Wilson intended them. And then what that allows you to do as the consumer is to determine how you want to make up your bag using these irons. If you want forgiveness through the bag, play a set of the CBs. If you want feel and workability through the bag, then play a set of the blades. And if you want the best of both worlds, then combo set them, get the long irons in the CB and get the short irons and the wedge in the blade. Now, in terms of the price point of both these irons, when I was doing a little bit of searching online, it does seem to be a little bit inconsistent from one place to the other in the UK, but you can pick up both of these sets for around the £900 mark, so do make sure you shop around, and that does include all your standard custom fitting options as well. The final thing I just want to call out is I had so much fun filming this video. I really hope it's come across over the last sort of 14 or 15 minutes, just how much fun it was and that emotional reaction I had to hitting the blade. I must admit I've been scared of filming a blade review over the last couple of years, mainly because I'm not the target market for them, but also because I was scared of embarrassing myself on the video as well. But I've had so much fun filming this, and it does make me think I should film a few more of them in future, even if it's just so you guys can have a laugh with me in the process of it. So thank you very much to Wilson for sending these samples through to me so I could have a little bit of fun and film this awesome review for you guys. Now, all that's left for me to say is if you like this video and enjoyed it as much as I did making it, then please do hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me and other golfers like yourself to find my content on YouTube. And if you're not yet subscribed to Weekend Tour Pros, hit the button down below. And if you ring that bell icon, you'll get notified of all my videos as they land on YouTube every single week. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.